Hello, everyone. Thanks very much for joining me today. My name is Natalie Armstrong Moton. I'm in Normandy, France, but I'm privileged enough to be speaking to a friend and colleague of mine for years and years and years. I hate to say that about us, Candice, but that's
It's true.
It is true. This is my friend and colleague, Candice Gottlieb Clark. How are you today?
I am wonderful, Natalie, and I'm so enjoying being on a call with you today.
Oh, thanks very much. You're very sweet. I love chatting to you too. I was just wondering if you would just very basically introduce yourself to the viewers and describe a little bit about how you got into the resolution industry.
I'm happy to. Okay, well, my business is Dynamic Team Solutions, and it's a business that focuses on interpersonal workplace relations. So we provide for our clients things like conflict resolution, team development, leadership development as well. And I'd be happy to talk more about those. But I think we're talking about why I got into this and what my passion is, which of course I love to talk about. It really stems back to childhood, which I think is very often the case. When I was growing up, a single parent family, and my mom was really miserable in her work. And she came home grumpy and angry almost every day, at least as memory serves. And by the time I was in high school, my thoughts for a career were to be able to go into the workplace and make it a place people like to be. And while that wasn't a direct path I went to, I proceeded to get a master's in counseling and then later learned of the field of mediation and realized it was my calling. I eventually ended up exactly where I am today and thrilled to be here, providing that kind of service to businesses that therefore can make their talented employees and their wonderful humans that work there happy and collaborative and good team members for everybody's benefit.
That's fantastic. I love knowing the backstory. And you and I have chatted before, so I kind of knew already how you ended up in our industry, but I really like hearing the whys that people get into this industry, because it tells me a lot about their personality, tells me a lot about the way that they perceive their clients' issues or conflicts or disputes and how it is that they can be helpful. Knowing that why is a good one. So, and now you said that your company, you work with corporate clients most often. Is that correct?
Yes. Yes. I mean, clients of all sizes, but yes, businesses bring in my team. I now have a team, thankfully, and they call on us when they have awareness of the needs, sort of as I described, where they have, maybe all the right people, but they're not getting along. Periodically, it's a lawsuit prevention reason they contact us. They realize they've gotten a complaint that's of concern, and again, they don't either want to or feel for litigious concerns they cannot remove somebody from their company, and they want a method that will heal the damage, that will help people to recapture what brought them to that organization and reestablish healthy workplace relations. And we're thrilled to be a part of that.
Yeah, I can imagine. And then, of course, I know that your really savvy clients contact you before things go completely left of field. They're really smart businesses contact you when there's just a hint of an issue, long before it becomes a worrisome conflict or dispute or a threat that there's going to be any sort of litigation out of the deal. And that is one of the bigger values that you can offer, is to keep people away from hiring attorneys and mediators and arbitrators. The proactive end I know is really important to you.
Super important. Our belief is that the proactive approach, even if there's a concern people have on budget, it's far and away so much more beneficial and so much more cost savings, because they're not trying to find the talent again. They're not trying to recapture what they once had. What they are recapturing, I guess, what they once had, but they're not doing it with new people. They're saying, hey, I know we have the right players, and I know we want this to be a strong, productive team. And sometimes it isn't even to recapture, it's to create. They know they have the right people. They really truly believe they've hired well, people are well-meaning, and they have the right skill set. They're just not, they're just not hitting on all cylinders with each other. And that happens, whether it's because of growth and it leads to silos, or because of changes in the organization or even in the individuals that work there. It happens. It's a matter of keeping on track with your team. And as you mentioned, being proactive about making sure they're on solid ground with each other. And you're not just separating people that don't get along. You're finding a way to build that healthy relationship and improve their way of communicating and understanding each other.
Well, excuse me. One of the other things that I really like about the work that you do is that whether the companies or the employees know it or recognize it or specifically hire you for it, one of the benefits of working with a consultant like you is that people learn communication skills. They learn listening skills that they can take home, that they can use with their partners, their spouses, their neighbors, their children, the clerk at the hotel desk, all of those kinds of places. And so it's not just a benefit for an office environment. This is a benefit that applies itself to every realm of our human experience.
You are so right. And, when I first began the field of mediation, and I think you know this, I worked in some middle schools, and that was where I first got the flavor for that, because I was teaching youth the skills of mediation, and I would often hear from their parents about how odd it was the way their child now communicated with them, but how amazing it was. And I have found countless times that my clients have told me that I'm stuck in their head, which is a tremendous compliment, because it tells me that the things we talked about and the awareness they have reached had long-lasting meaning. And actually, I've had that wonderful response, not just from clients, but when I've done speaking engagements. I've had people tell me, you spoke on this one thing 7 years ago, and I still remember that you brought up, this point about the importance of something with communication. And it's just so wonderful to know that there's power behind what we bring to the table, what I deliver, and I think the power of the field of mediation as a whole is really what I'm talking about as well.
Absolutely. Well, Candice, it has been an absolute pleasure to interview you and ask you some questions and reconnect with you and see your beautiful face and hear about how successful your practice has grown. Thank you so much for your time today. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. Can I give a little plug? May I do that?
You can give a big plug. Knock yourself off.
If someone is looking to reach out to me or to my team regarding supportive services, I hope they'll find us at dynamicteamsolutions.org. And likewise, we put together a blog. You're welcome to sign up for it on our website. You can do so. And I'm in the process of writing a book. And if you get on our website and on our newsletter list, you'll be sure to know about it when it comes out. And I will be sharing many, many, many tips and ideas and strategies that I hope will be beneficial to every single reader that finds that book in their hands. I'm really excited to share this with others.
Yeah, no, I'm sure it's going to be great. And I'll go ahead and just say, when your book is ready, would you please come back on and do another interview with me, and we'll do a book review for you.
I'd be delighted. That would be fantastic.
All right, excellent. Listen, everybody, this is Natalie Armstrong-Motin with Candice Gottlieb Clark, and I will put all of her contact information in the description bar down below. I highly recommend that you contact her. She's one of my favorite humans and the height of professionalism for our industry. Thanks very much again, Candice. It was so lovely talking to you.
Likewise, Natalie, and I really appreciate you inviting me to be on your little program.
You're more than welcome. This is me signing off. Be good humans.